So this is the modifiers we're working with. Our two good ones. All right, one more thing I should say is the years in this game are summed up by 3 seasons. You have, right now we're in a drizzle. And then from drizzle, it goes to like heavy storms, and that's where it gets like more difficult to survive. Like your villagers' happiness goes down, and these negative effects start to kick in. And then you have a period of like clear and sunlight. So during drizzle, we have salty breeze. The salty air makes it easier to preserve food. Food production speed is increased by 80% during drizzle. So faster food production. And then untapped wealth. Gatherers have a 50% chance of collecting additional resources when harvesting resource nodes. So, all right, that doesn't do too much. I don't have to do anything specific. This will just always be beneficial. Episode 1 from Star Wars, yeah, Viceroy. All right, let's see these negatives. Looming darkness is in every map. So, from hostility 0, this is always present. And basically, during a storm, your global resolve, which is like the happiness, is reduced by 4. And once that gets so low, your villagers start leaving, so you want to try to keep that up. And there's different quests and stuff, too, to have like their resolve high. And if their resolve is maxed out, then you get completion points, which helps you basically complete or solve a settlement. Can each of those tiles convert positive or negative? On the world map, they're unrelated. They're unrelated. Okay, so horrors from beneath. This is once you've played a little bit and the forest starts to get more hostile, this will start kicking in. This is at hostility level 1. Strange voices call from the depths. Villagers working in mines get -10 to resolve during the storm. So, mines might be a little scary. Hunger storm. Missing even a single meal in this harsh climate can be deadly. If villagers don't have anything to eat during a break, they'll get 2 stacks of the hunger effect. Okay, so that might be able to be offset decently by this increased food production. Depending on hostility and morale, they could go plus or minus. No. Basically the hostility, the higher it gets, more of these become active. It like works its way down the line. But otherwise they're always present. The values don't change. Active from hostility. Once I click out of this, I'll show the hostility. Alright, the last one is Faint Flame. Strong gusts of wind strike the holy flame. Resources you sacrifice in the ancient hearth burn 40% shorter. Okay, that's... So, as long as you have a good fuel supply, you don't have to dump a bunch of... You don't have to sacrifice resources. So, mostly, I'm going to be unaffected by this. The main things I want to be concerned with on this run are... the mines. Maybe during a storm, I don't want people in the mines. Okay, this is the hostility. So you'll see the different things that build up your hostility. The more years you play, the more years that your settlement has taken, that raises hostility. Stuff like opening these glades, and inside these glades there are like any kind of resources, like supplies you can send back to your main hub city, farmland, places to harvest meat, ore. You start out with just this little circle and you kind of like start to uncover stuff. Meat trees, waifu pillows, yeah, the usual stuff. Okay, so yeah, there's that. Dangerous forbidden glades, these are pretty scary. Usually as soon as you open this, there's some kind of like cursed item or some weird, like an event that you have to take care of. And if you don't, bad things happen, like villagers die and that sort of thing. So you have to like send villagers there to deal with it. So you kind of want to like, there's good stuff in here, but also you got to make sure you're prepared before you open it. What else do we have? Hostility you can get from like cutting trees does it. But yeah, that's that. And so the object of the game is the longer your settlement takes to build up, the more impatient the queen gets. And basically, if this red bar down here fills, that's game over. And to offset that, you're trying to fill this blue bar. And that's your settlement progress. When this reaches full, that's a win. The ways you can fill this are eventually I'm going to have quests that I can do. You like pick between objectives. Like, oh, do I want to gather 30 copper or do I want to like open up a trading post and sell like crop provisions? And then you complete those and you get rewards, and then your bar will fill by 1. You can also fill this by making your villagers really happy. That's when they hit this blue bar. It's not a lot. You get like 0.15 completion per minute or something. Not a lot. And then also in these glades, there are sometimes nodes that you can, they're like events that if you solve them, you send supplies back to your city, and that fills it up too. What's up, Ike? Good morning. Blitz for the adventure tile or build up? I build up for a little bit first. What I've been doing, so I think I don't go for these soon enough when I play, because there's usually a lot of good stuff in there, and like building blueprints that are super helpful. But what I've been doing is kind of like opening up the smaller glades first. So let's look at these trees in my surrounding area. I know some of these have like special resources. Yeah, these are meat. These trees have a chance to give meat. Mussel sprout, that's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna be pretty bad at this map, honestly. I feel like you should really capitalize on this stuff. Mussel sprout trees, what are these? Crimson reach trees, they have a chance to give stone and incense. Can the risk tile have good early bonuses? Yeah, there's good stuff in there usually. Usually there's like crates. Sometimes there's like a building that you can take over, like a big farm, for example. And then there's usually something that's like cursed that you have to take care of. So let's see. You also start with 3 blueprints that you can pick. So one of my meta progression things I took gave me a 4th choice. Let's see here. This is what we have. These are our options. So you don't have to pick immediately. I want to see kind of like what resources I have available first. So far, what I'm thinking is jerky production's really good. That makes it so instead of your villagers eating just like raw meat and random stuff, you can make jerky and it's a lot better. Also increases their happiness. Like if I have jerky, one of the humans' needs are met. Yeah, they just eat whatever's in reach. And you can control that too with consumption control. You can pick like what they can and can't eat. So if you have like a production line where you're making better food, you can like stop them from eating the ingredients. So how I always start, I build a path, get a nice little bit of infrastructure here. I see we have eggs. I see we have stone. Right, I think this is stone, not coal. Yeah, we have stone. We have root deposit. And we have eggs. So food, stone, and the roots are all taken care of for now. It's a little involved. I haven't needed to deal with that yet. Okay, so all right, let's see. First thing I need to do is get a woodcutter, and we'll probably, what direction do I want to clear? Probably we'll start clearing to the left side to open up this little area some. We'll get a woodcutter. We need somebody to get the eggs. That can be Scavenger's Camp or Trapper's Camp. I do have Scavenger. And the Scavenger can get these roots too, so that'll be nice. And we'll get a Stonecutter's Camp up for these stones. And let's see what else we need. We need a makeshift... No, not a makeshift post. Crude workstation. So, alright, one more thing that I guess is kind of important. When I hover over this crude workstation, it shows what it makes. Planks, fabric, bricks. That little red symbol by it means it's not efficient. Hey, what's up, evil man? Today I'm playing Against the Storm. This is a roguelite city builder. I'm super addicted to it right now. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so this little symbol means inefficient. So this is just like the most basic way to make planks, fabric, bricks, and those are used in everything. Eventually you can get stuff with like let's see how this rain collector by Sparkdew, there's the star. You can eventually get stuff that's like 3-star, and that means it's super efficient. So instead of spending like 6 wood to make planks, a carpenter, for example, would spend 2 wood to make planks. But for now, until we get that stuff, you get that stuff as the game goes. You complete quests and get blueprints, and you start to unlock better buildings. But I will need a crude workstation just to get going. Let's see, let me move my camera down just a little bit too. You'll see like some of these recipes can be switched out. So like for fabric, I can use leather. I can use reeds, or I can use plant fibers. Which I don't have a way to get plant fiber yet. More stars is made faster and more resource efficient. What's up, 007 gamer? Yeah. Alright, so let's go. We've got some buildings set up. And basically, anybody that's not stationed in a building is a builder. You can see if they're homeless or not. I probably will eventually, once I get this crude workstation up and running, probably try to build some houses. And for blueprints, I'm not too sure yet. I'm leaning towards smokehouse. But I don't have meat yet, so I want to open some of these glades and see if there's like meat. I can probably turn the speed up a little bit too. Looks like I'm loving this game. You love it too? Yeah, it's been super fun. It's really hard to stop playing. Alright, so we're gonna throw 3 beavers into the woodcutter's camp. Hey, what's up, Quiet? Hey, thank you for the 25 months, man. I appreciate it. It's good to see ya. I hope you're doing well.
29 massive months here to 29 more. Stay classy and miss you. Keep up great YouTube content. Less than 3.
Hey, that's the plan, man. I'm gonna try. Hey, thank you again, Quiet. I hope you're doing well today. D&D tomorrow hype. Alright, let's do this. So we're gonna start cutting some wood. You can pick where they cut, like prioritize cutting trees. It's got like a little radius here. One thing that I really like about this game is that it's easy to move buildings. You don't have to like dismantle it and rebuild it somewhere. You can just hit M and you can move it somewhere else. Rotate it, whatever you want to do. Miserable week, but D&D gonna make it better. Well, not too much longer now. Alright, let's see. So, cornerstones. I think you get to pick these after every storm. You start the game with one choice, but then every storm you get to pick more. So, this is what we have. Gain 1 ancient tablet for every 2 glade events solved, or gain +1 to production yields for all packs of goods. I'm actually not sure which of these I want yet. I don't know. This doesn't seem like a super trading post focused game or settlement. Can you somehow easily see if all are housed? I just look up here in the top left. It shows how many are homeless. If these don't show zeros, then there's people without houses. How's life treating me? It's good. All good here. Just busy with work and now playing some games. All right, let's look at the, before we pick a cornerstone, maybe we should look at these orders. So these fill your progress bar in the bottom left, and these are like quests that you get to pick. You start with 3 and then more unlock over time. So here's my first choice. Cut through 3 glades, which is going to happen. Or goods sold. This will be more trading post related. This gives you more villagers though. If I do the glades, then my workers assigned to glade events can carry 5 more items at a time. And we'll get some planks and bricks, which is pretty nice to have, because usually these gate you a little bit at the beginning, just like the most basic building resources. I think I'm probably going to do this. Yeah, and this will fill the progress bar by 1. So, open 3 glades. When I pick these, I like to pick stuff that... if I can, I like to pick objectives that are part of just like the natural setting up process. Like sometimes you'll get build 2 lumber mills and harvest so much wood. Well, I'm already doing that, so that's guaranteed. I just feel like that makes it a little bit smoother to get established and going in the game. Sometimes you get crazy stuff like building like super advanced resources and that kind of thing, and that can be a little hard. Let's see what this one is. Oh man, they really want me to build a trading post. Okay, so this one is build a trading post and get amber, which is currency you get from trading. Or we have Stonecutter's Camp and Scavenger's Camp. I've already completed this one, or at least it's about to be complete, so I'm going to take this. We'll get parts, some reeds, clay. The rewards aren't super helpful, but it will fill up this bar. And for the third one, we'll do... well, crap. Pack of crops and pack of provisions. I think these are from different buildings. Makeshift... no, you can get these from makeshift post. I think we will do... this stuff will be useless to me without a trading post anyway. These are items that are basically for trading. So I'm gonna be building a trading post anyway. And these give box of simple tools, which the simple tools are kind of hard to make. And you need these for opening objectives in the glades. What game is this? You just realized not the same game on YouTube? Yeah, it's called Against the Storm. It's a roguelite city builder. Alright, we're gonna take this. Because I'm gonna have to build a trading post eventually anyway. So, when these 2 things build, we should complete some of these objectives. I need to open 3 glades. We need the Stonecutter's Camp to finish. Let's put somebody in the Scavenger's Camp. Scavenger's Camp can get eggs or roots. You can turn this stuff off too. Like if you have like a, I forget what they're called, like a trapper's camp that goes for meat, you can have them handle eggs and you can just turn roots, or just leave this to only roots, for example. How do they make it different from other city builders other than roguelike stuff? I'm gonna show you, Quiet. That's why I'm here today. Alright, there's the Stonecutter's Camp. Let's get somebody in here. We'll throw a beaver in there. And that is the first quest completed. So, each of these little blue diamonds on the bar here is a blueprint unlock. So completing this will give us a blueprint. I still have to pick this first cornerstone too. I think I'm just going to go for this ancient tablets one, just because I'm not going to be super trade focused. And even if I was super trade focused, I like to like hold back on that a little bit, just because I don't want to spend resources on the packs of goods to sell. So we'll take that. Let's see here about blueprints. I still don't know. We're going to open up some of these glades so I can see what I'm working with. Let's complete this quest. And that fills the bar once. That fills the bar 1 square. And that gives us an extra blueprint. New game? Who dis? What's up, Flintler? This is called Against the Storm. A roguelite city builder. Alright, let's get somebody in this workstation. So these make, I showed this earlier, the planks, fabric, bricks. And as I start to get the more advanced buildings, we'll turn off some of this stuff. No research or tech tree. They just have a linear blueprint progression. Yeah, think of it kind of like in a deck builder when you're offered so many choices. You have like an overall pool of blueprints you can have, but then it's randomized by like choices you get. Hey, what's up, Zimph? The storms are worse than a little rain? Yeah, the storms get pretty nasty. Some of the meta progression unlocks new blueprints too. And also some of the meta progression lets you start with so many base, like you have the essentials. Harvesting, stonecutter, scavenger, etc. And some of the meta progression adds more essential buildings, so you start every run with them. Alright, this is what we have here. Coal, reeds, and herbs. So herbs are good for like baking and that sort of thing. Reeds are a good plant fiber substitute. Still not enough information here for me really to like get an understanding of what direction this game's gonna go. So let's get these woodcutters opening a different glade. I'm trying to see what resources I have. And you'll see like my hostility starting to go up now because I'm opening glades and such. Also, good morning, Zim. Yeah, the storms get pretty nasty. Turn this up a little bit more while they open this up. Should I build another woodcutter's camp? Actually, what I need are some houses. Okay, yeah, let's see. I want to get some houses up before the rain comes. Basically, once the season's over, the rain starts. So, let's get some houses out. These houses hold, I think 3 people. Yeah, 3 people to start with. There are bigger houses. I just unlocked this through the meta progression. These hold 6 people. I'm actually kind of curious how big those are. 3x2. Some of the passives you can get too, like crowded housing, lets you hold more settlers in the houses. Are there different factions? Or lack of better words, types of classes you can pick? There's something called factions that I've not unlocked yet. Your different villagers have different strengths too. Like beavers are good with woodworking, lizards are good at hunting and trapping. There's harpies, which I just got. I think they're good at like crafting and alchemical stuff. Humans are good at farming and brewing. And there's something with factions too. And eventually you can like unlock the ability to open up trade routes with other settlements you have. I've not seen what that does yet. So yeah, the homeless is starting to go down. I'm gonna need a few of these. Right now I'm getting gated on wood. Here we have snake nest and reeds. I probably need to get something set up for these reeds. I forget what wine. Wine takes berries. You might be able to make wine out of... maybe I can look this up, actually. Let's look at Let me see if there's... I've usually always made wine with berries, but I know there's other stuff you can make with it. Wine can be made with berries. Hey, reeds, look at that. So we're gonna go wine. I think that's a pretty good idea. Did this finally release? Yeah, it just came out last week on Steam. What's up, Brickete? What's up, Arksy? Good to see you guys. Good afternoon. All right, so we can pick our first blueprint now. We're gonna go with cellar. And in a pinch, it's only 1 star, so it's not super efficient to do it here. But the pickled goods and jerky are good for villager resolve. So in a pinch, we can make that there. So we'll start with the cellar. And now we have this. You're a father now? That's crazy, man. Congrats. I bet that's very exciting and stressful at the same time. Yeah, congrats, man. That's crazy. All right. Well, so when I play these games, I'm really bad about... Actually, I don't think it's bad. I like to be organized. I build everything on a grid. 2x2 grid. And then my 3x whatever buildings are on the outskirts. And let's destroy this road so I don't lose my mind. That's where the decorations go. Behind the trading post. Or behind the warehouse. Okay, so I need 1 more house. The storm's about to hit. Basically, when this blue bar on the left fills up, we're going to go into the next season. And I still have 3 homeless villagers. So let's get 1 more house out here. We're missing bricks. The good news is, once the storm's done, we get more villagers. All right, let's move this woodcutter up here and start checking out some of these glades. Guys, this game's so fun. I love just the constant decision making. Yeah, here we go. So storm started.